Last week on the Bitcoin Tarot podcast, Cosmic Conroy's cards predicted that the authorities will cause the death of price, or of the bear market. Meanwhile, Charting Chad examined the charts and found we'd stay trapped in the 6,000s, ending the week around about even. Then the price of Bitcoin stayed in the 6,000s, with even the little short squeeze jump only taking it to 6,800 before finishing the week about even. Conroy gets a grade E and Chad gets a grade A. Their GPAs are now 2.5 and 3.1, with technical analysis extending its lead. But what will happen to the price this week? Will we be stuck in the 6,000s forever? Presenting our first contestant reading the cards, it's Cosmic Conroy!
You are very welcome. The SEC made announcements last week, but there was no reaction at all from the price. It's as though the cards were saying the price action would be dead. Let's hope I can interpret them better this week. We'll start with a 4-card spread, the first card being the past, the second card being the current moment, the third card is the future, and the fourth card is an overall meta card, a reason for the timeline. So beginning with our first card. Oh. It's the Empress, the third trump card. She came in the future position 2 weeks ago, and then in the current position 1 week ago, and now she's turned up in the past position. The cards really are determined to tell us that we have moved now fully into this new outward-looking age for Bitcoin. So what's happening at the moment? Our second card is the Seven of Cups. It's debauchery. Now, this card represents illusion and greed and bad things, so it seems that the bad things are happening with Bitcoin's price. Let's see what that will lead to with our third card, which is the Five of Swords, defeat. All our greed and our disillusionment will lead surely to defeat, which is bad for Bitcoin. But why? Why would this happen? Let's find out with the fourth card. The fourth card is the Queen of Discs. She represents a sort of gathering of inner strength, an accumulation phase, you might call it. So the meaning of the reading has become clear. Bitcoin needs an accumulation phase, even in this new outward-looking age. And because of this, all our greed will lead to nothing but defeat. That's it from me. Until next week, may the Bitcoin bless you.
And now, representing the technical analysis crew, it's Charting Chad! Well, now Bitcoin's price has been basically flat for a whole fortnight. Will that continue? That's the question. Let's look at the charts. Here on the weekly candles, we can see that the moving averages are all in the most bearish possible configuration, including the price, which is below all of the moving averages. Things are quite savage out there. Adding in some trend lines, we can see that we're in a downward sloping wedge, which we are likely to break out of, but probably not until we return to the 2016 trend. There is room for us to go up, but we're probably likely to hit the top of that wedge if we do. Looking at the hourly candles, we can see all that's still true. We're still below the moving averages. There's still plenty of room to move up in the wedge. Adding in some more markup, we can see we're still stuck between that 6,000 and 6,800 prior highs and lows. Right bang in the middle, plenty of room to move either way. But if we do go upwards, we'll have to break through that prior high of 6,800 and the 50-day moving average and the 128-day moving average and the 200-day moving average and that downslope from that wedge. So lots of resistance if the price does go up. However, looking at the hourly candles, we can see we do have this ascending triangle, and the ascending triangle is likely to break out upwards, but as I say, one of those 5 points of resistance is very likely to turn it back down. So, all in all, I think the price is likely to rise, but it's going to turn back before 7,500. That's it from me. Thanks and have a good night. The Bitcoin Tarot podcast needs your support to fund a longer format show.
If you want more detail and perhaps some altcoins to be examined, send donations to any of these 4 addresses. Whichever coins have the most money when we hit the target will get a special side reading from both Chad and from Conroy. Remember, if you can't donate, you can always like and upvote and share our links to while away the hours until we once again ask the question: can the tarot beat technical analysis in next week's Bitcoin Tarot Podcast?